Hey guys, welcome to the 18th video of the playlist How to use SolidWorks for beginners. For those who are new to the channel, the link of the playlist is given in the description box below, or you can simply click on the I button which is present on the right top corner of your screen. Okay, so in this video we are going to make a 3D CAD model of this figure which you can see in front of you. Okay, so let's start with it. Now we all know that we have to click on File, select New, and then select Part and click on OK. Now before making a CAD model we must have a sketch first. Okay, and if we want to draw a sketch, then we have to select a plane. So if you look at this figure, this is the front view of a figure. Okay, so I'm going to select the front plane, and now I'm going to click on sketch. Now after this thing is done, can you see guys, this figure is symmetric. Okay, it is symmetric. If you draw a center line here, then the figure is going to be symmetric on both the sides. Okay, therefore the first thing that I am going to do is going to draw a center line. Okay, and let's make it infinite length. Done. Now once this is done, you have to make sure that this center line is always coinciding with the origin. So for that you have to select the origin, press Ctrl and select the center line, and you have to add a relation that is coincident. So what is going to happen? Your center line is always going to coincide with the origin. Okay, now after this thing is done, the first thing that I am going to draw is this 46 mm length. See, can you see that this part and this part is at a distance of 46 mm away from each other? So I'm going to draw a midpoint line, and the length of this midpoint line should be 46 mm. Okay, now guys, as you can see guys, that this is not an actual line. There is no line which measures 46 over here. We have just used for our construction purpose. So for that, now we are going to convert this into a construction line. So first of all, click on escape so that the smart dimension command gets off. Then select this line and click on for construction. Once this is done, then click on OK. Okay, done. Now what I'm going to draw is this line which is having a 25 mm length. Okay, so for that I will again select the midpoint line. Why I am choosing midpoint line? Because I want my midpoint to be exactly on this center line. Okay, but I will delete this. It has not become proper, I guess. Okay, I hope it is horizontal. Then too we will add a relation that it has to be horizontal. Okay, done. Now what is the measurement of this? It is 25. Now before giving the measurement, make sure that this midpoint which you can see is always coinciding with this center line that we have drawn. Okay, why it should coincide with the center line? Because we want same measurements on both the sides, as our figure is symmetric about the center line. Okay, so therefore first of all select this midpoint line, press Ctrl and select the center line and add a relation coincident. Okay, and then click on OK. Now I'll give the measurement. It is 25. Done. And can you see, from the base it is at a height of 25 as well. See, this thing is at a height of 25 from the base. So therefore this line is at a distance of 25 from the base as well. Okay, done. The dimensions are done. Now after this, what you are going to draw is this 60 mm line that you can see. Can you see the 60 mm line? So let's draw that. For that again I am going to make use of the midpoint line. Okay, and after this I am going to draw a 60 mm line. Okay, escape. Make sure that this line is horizontal, therefore you have to add a relation horizontal. Done. What happens is that when you draw a midpoint line, sometimes the line that you draw is not horizontal, so it is better that we add a relation to be on the safer side. Now again make sure that this point which is present must coincide with this line, therefore add a relation coincident. See, it is existing. Then OK. Now what is the dimensions? It is 60 mm. 60, enter, done. And from the base, what is the height? It is at the height of 50 from the base. Therefore choose this, choose your base, and it is at the height of 50, enter, done. Now this part is done. Now what we are going to draw? We are going to draw this slanting line that you can see in front of you. Okay, so let's choose a solid line and draw a line over here. Done. Now after this thing is done, now let us draw a horizontal line which is 27 mm. Okay, done. Now click on Smart Dimensions, give the dimensions 27 mm, enter, done. Dimensions are done. Now after this, draw a vertical line which is 15 mm. Okay, so let's draw a vertical line of 15 mm. Okay, let's give the Smart Dimensions to it, 15, enter. Now after this, you have to simply join these 2 points and you will get a slant line again. Okay, done. Now guys, if you observe, this figure is symmetric about the center line. On the left hand side also you want the same thing. So will I draw this again? No. What I am going to do is that I am going to make use of mirror entities command. So in the mirror entities command, it will ask you which are the entities that you want to mirror. I want this to be on my left hand side, I want this to be on my left hand side, this and this as well. Okay, and about which line do you want to mirror? Of course, about the center line. Okay, now can you see guys, the part that you wanted is ready. See, it is as simple as that. Now well, let's check the figure. Yes, we have completed the front view except this top circle. Okay, that we will draw afterwards. Now after this thing is done, I will click on this. Now I want to extrude this sketch. So I will select this sketch, go on features and click on extruded boss place. Now make sure that you select a mid plane here. Why mid plane? That you will understand in next 2 to 3 minutes. Okay, so now how much do you want to extrude this sketch? See, it is having a depth of 50 mm. So let's extrude it up to 50 mm, enter. Now this thing is done, click on OK. So this portion is now ready. Now the second thing that you have to do is you have to cut this slot kind of thing which is present here. Okay, so how to do that? So therefore, even if you want to use the extruded cut command, you must first have a sketch. Now where are you going to draw a sketch? Are you going to draw a sketch on this plane or are you going to draw a sketch on this plane? No. If you observe this, cut that you can see is exactly in the between. Therefore, what I did was that when I used the extruded boss base command, I choose the front plane to be my mid plane. Okay, so what happened was that my extrude command was extruded on both the sides of the front plane. So now when I want to use the extruded cut command, I can simply draw a sketch on this front plane and again I can use the extruded cut command, which I will explain here. Okay, so choose the front plane and now choose on sketch. Now can you see this front plane is tilted? I want it to be perpendicular to my line of vision. So therefore press on Ctrl 8. Done. Now let us draw this. See, if you look from here, that is the front view. First you will see a horizontal line of 5 mm. Okay, so let us draw a horizontal line of 5 mm. Done. Now after this, there is a vertical line of 25 mm. We will give the dimensions together, don't worry. And then there is a horizontal line which is present here. Okay. Okay, wait, there is a problem here. Escape. I want to delete this. I will select this and I will delete. Now I want to draw a horizontal line, and this horizontal line must go inside here. Okay, let me make sure that it is horizontal. So therefore I will select this line, and you can see that there is a relation already present that it is horizontal. So no need to add it again. Okay, done. Now give the dimensions. This top thing is 5 mm. 5, enter. Now after that is done, your vertical line is of 25 mm, so give the dimensions to it as 25. Okay, done. Now after this thing is done, you just simply have to connect these two endpoints of the sketch. Okay, done. Now guys, if you observe, the cut is present on the right hand side as well. See, can you see there is a cut present over there? So I am not going to draw this thing again. I am just going to make use of the mirror entities, and for using the mirror entities I must have an axis about which I want to mirror the entities. So therefore I will draw a center line first. Okay, I will make it infinite length. Done. And now once this is done, I will now click on mirror entities. What are the entities that I want to mirror? I want to mirror this thing, this, and this line. Okay, now about which point do I want to mirror? About which axis, sorry. So this is the axis about which I want to mirror. Okay, done. Now I will click on OK. Okay, so now guys, can you see that you are getting a sketch here as well? Now after this thing is done, you can see that you want a cut which is having a depth of 20. Okay, so therefore I will complete this sketch. Now I will select this sketch, and now I will make use of the extruded cut. Now if you look at this figure, see, again I am going to make use of the front plane. Okay, sorry, mid plane. My bad guys, we are going to make use of the mid plane. And what is the depth? The depth is 20 mm. Enter. This thing is done, so this portion is now going to get cut. Done. See, can you see? Your cut has now got ready. Now after this, we are only left with this circular top portion which is present here. Okay, so the circle, the outer circle diameter is 40 and the inner circle diameter is 20. And if you observe guys, this center of the circle is at a distance of 25 from this line. Why? Because it is exactly at the center. I will show you all that. Okay, first let me select this plane, and on this plane I want to extrude the sketch, so I have to draw the sketch on this plane only. So first press on Ctrl 8, and now I will click on sketch. Okay, now I will draw a circle. Okay, now there is an outer circle present. Okay, now the diameter of the outer circle is how much? It is 40 and the inner is 20. Okay, enter. And the inner is 20. Done. Now after this thing is done, see, there is no need for you to give the dimensions from this origin till this line. Why? Because origin is already defined. Okay, we do not have to define the position of the origin. But in case if there was no origin present over there, then how will you know that where is the center of the circle going to lie? So for that, look at the figure. If you look at the figure, see, it is symmetric. Okay, this circle is symmetric and it has to be in between these two lines. See, this horizontal line and this horizontal line. So the distance between these two horizontal lines is 50. So the center has to be at a distance of 25. Similarly, if you compare this from distance from this vertical line and from this line, it has to be at a distance of 30 from each of the sides. Okay, it has to be on the center. Okay, so this thing is done. Now if you observe guys, the sketch is extruded up to 25. So therefore my sketch is done. I will select this sketch. I will click on extruded boss base, and how much do I want to extrude? 25 mm. Enter. Done. Okay, now is my sketch ready? Is my sketch ready? Observe carefully and tell me that is my sketch ready? My sketch is not ready. Why? Because it is mentioned here. Wait, where is the sketch gone? Okay, I have to remove this sketch again. Okay, it might be present here. Okay, if you observe this figure guys, they have written a 20 diameter hole. Now what is the meaning of a hole? See, hole means there from the top view there should not be material present here. See, can you see? There is a material present here. Instead, there must be a hole throughout this complete figure. Okay, the hole must pass throughout this complete sketch model which we have created. So therefore, you have to create a hole here. Okay, so let's press on Control 8. Again, if you want to use extruded cut, you first must have a sketch. So let's draw a sketch. Okay, we want a hole of this much, which has to be throughout. Okay, throughout this complete model. Done. Now once this is done, now you can use the sketch command and use on extruded cut. Now using extruded cut, what I said, you want it to be through all. Okay, complete through the complete model that you have created. See, it has to pass through the complete model. Done. Now can you see from the top there is a hole that is being present here. Okay, so these are the small things that you need to take care about. So guys, I hope that you have understood this video, and if you have understood this video, then please don't forget to subscribe to the channel and go check out the playlist where I uploaded other SolidWorks videos. They might be helpful for you. Guys, thank you for watching this video.